Hello everyone, welcome to the Needle Magic. In today's tutorial we'll be making this beautiful mini Christmas tree. आज के tutorial में हम ये प्यारा सा छोटा सा Christmas tree बनाएंगे. So let's begin. For this project we'll need yarn, a crochet hook, scissors, tapestry needle, normal needle and thread, some pearls, glue gun with some hot glue, and we need a paper cone. So you can make this type of a cone using any kind of paper so that we can attach our piece to this and make it into a beautiful Christmas tree. So to decorate, I'll be using pearls and I'll be also using these type of crystal stickers, but these are totally optional. You can add anything that you like. So let's begin. This is the piece that we need to make. And the amount of foundation chain that we need totally depends on the size of your cone, because once we make this we need to place it around our cone from bottom to the top this way. This is the way we have to attach this piece to our cone. So we have to make sure that the foundation chain that we are making should complete the whole cone that we have. So I have made the foundation chain and then I have wrapped it around the cone, and to check whether it's fine or should I need to make more chains. So this is how it is. So you have to make the foundation chain according to the cone you have. So we'll start by making a slip knot first. सबसे पहले हम एक slip knot बनाते हैं. And then once you finish making a foundation chain, you can just wrap it around the cone and you can see that whether you need to chain more or you need to remove some of the chains. तो आपको अपने cone के हिसाब से अपनी foundation chain बनानी है. आप foundation chain बना के cone के around उसको wrap करके देख सकते हैं. हाफ एन इंच के गैप पे पूरा ऊपर से नीचे तक उसको रैप करके देखिए कि पूरा आपके कोन पे आ रही है कि नहीं आपकी फाउंडेशन चेन, और उस हिसाब से आप अपनी चेन्स को बढ़ा या घटा सकते हैं. सो वंस यू आर डन मेजरिंग योर फाउंडेशन चेन ऑन योर कोन एंड यू आर रेस्ट एश्योर दैट you don't need any more chains, then this is what we have to do. So I'm not going to chain much because I already have my piece ready. I'll just show you what I did. So once you finish making your foundation chain, let's say you have finished making your foundation chain here, we have to make 3 extra chains. So we'll chain 3, 1, 2, 3. तो एक बार जब आपकी foundation chain ready हो जाए तो अपने 3 extra chains करनी है. ये होगा हमारा पहला डबल क्रोशा स्टिच. सो दिस विल काउंट एज आवर फर्स्ट डबल क्रोशा स्टिच and we need a chain 2 between 2 double crochet stitches. So we'll chain 2 more, 1 and 2. So we have a total of 5 chains here, which is 1 double crochet stitch and the chain 2 space. Now we'll crochet 1 double crochet stitch in the 6th chain from the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So yarn over, go in the 6th chain from the hook. तो जो हुक से 6th chain है उसमें एक डबल क्रोशा स्टिच बनाएंगे. सो yarn over, pull up a loop, you'll have 3 loops on your needle, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. So this is the V stitch. ये V stitch है which has 1 double crochet stitch, chain 2 and another double crochet stitch in the same chain. Now skip 2 chains, those chains को हम skip करेंगे and we'll go into the 3rd chain and make another V stitch. तो तीसरी chain में हम एक और V stitch बनाएंगे. yarn over, go in the 3rd stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop, you'll have 3 loops on your needle, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, chain 2 and 1 more double crochet stitch in the same chain. तो उसी same chain में एक और double crochet stitch करेंगे हम. तो हमने ये एक और V stitch बना लिया. So we have made another V stitch. Then again we'll skip 2 chains, go into the 3rd one and make another V stitch, 1 double crochet stitch, chain 2, another double crochet stitch in the same chain. So we have created another V stitch here. Then we'll skip 2 chains, go into the third one and make a V-stitch, which is a double crochet stitch, chain 2 and another double crochet stitch in the same chain. Then again we'll skip 2 chains, go into the third one and make a V-stitch, double crochet stitch, chain 2 and a V-stitch in the same a double crochet stitch in the same chain. Then again skip 2 chains, go into the third chain and make a V-stitch, which is a double crochet stitch, chain 2 and another double crochet stitch in the same chain. And this is what you have to keep repeating until you reach the end of your foundation chain. तो जब तक आप अपने फाउंडेशन चेन की एंड तक नहीं पहुंचते, आपने यही पैटर्न रिपीट करना है, जो है एक वी स्टिच, 2 चेन्स को स्किप करना है और फिर तीसरी वाली चेन में वी स्टिच बनाना है. सो अगेन विल स्किप 2 चेन्स, गो इनटू द थर्ड चेन एंड मेक अ वी स्टिच and keep repeating this pattern until you reach the end of your foundation chain. Skip 2 chains, go into the third one, make a V-stitch, again skip 2 chains, go into the third one, make a V-stitch, then again skip 2 chains, go into the third one, make a V-stitch, skip 2 chains, go into the third one, make a V-stitch, double crochet stitch, chain 2, another double in the same chain, then skip 2 chains, and here I'm going to make a V-stitch in the last chain. But if you are left with only 2 chains at the last, at the end of your foundation chain, just skip one and work in the last chain. So yarn over, go in the last chain, make a double crochet stitch, chain 2, another double crochet stitch in the same chain. Now this is our row number 1. So now we have to start with our row number 2, chain 3, and this counts as our first double crochet stitch. Turn your work and we have to work in the chain 2 space now. तो ये जो chain 2 space है V stitch का, इसमें work करेंगे. So go in the chain 2 space, make a double crochet stitch, chain 2 and 2 more double crochet stitches in the same chain 2 space. Then go into the next chain 2 space, skip this stitch over here and just go into the next chain 2 space and work a double V stitch. So this is a double V stitch which has 2 double crochet stitches, chain 2 and 2 more double crochet stitches in the same space. This creates a double V stitch. So now in every V stitch, every chain 2 space of the V stitch, we have to create a double V stitch. तो हर V stitch में अब हम double V stitch बना रहे हैं. तो double V stitch के लिए 2 double crochet stitches हमने करने हैं, chain 2 और 2 double crochet stitches उसी same space में. So we'll make 2 double crochet stitches, chain 2 and 2 more double crochet stitches in the same space. Then we'll go into the next space of the chain 2 V stitch, 2 double crochet stitches, chain 2, 2 more double crochet stitches in the same space. Then we'll go into the next chain 2 space, next V stitch, 2 double crochet stitches, chain 2 and 2 more double crochet stitches in the same space. Then again in the next V stitch, 2 double crochet stitches, chain 2 and 2 more double crochet stitches in the same space. And this is the pattern for this row. You have to keep repeating this until you reach the end of your work. Then again go into the next V stitch, 2 double crochet stitches, chain 2 and 2 more double crochet stitches in the same space. इसी पैटर्न को आपने रिपीट करना है जब तक कि आपकी रो फिनिश नहीं हो जाती. Then in the next V stitch, 2 double crochet stitches, chain 2 and 2 more double crochet stitches in the same space. Then again in the next V stitch, 2 double crochet stitches, chain 2 and 2 more double crochet stitches in the same space. Then in the next V stitch, 2 double crochet stitches, chain 2, 2 more double crochet stitches in the same space. Then in the next V stitch, again 2 double crochet stitches, chain 2 and 2 more doubles in the same space. Then the next V stitch, 2 double crochet stitches, chain 2 and 2 more double crochet stitches in the same space. And here we are at our last V stitch, so we'll work a double V here as well. 2 double crochet stitches, chain 2, 2 more double crochet stitches in the same space, and this completes row number 2. So now we have to do the final row, last row of the pattern. Chain 1 and turn your work. So here we have done a chain 1 and we will be turning our work. Now we have to work in the chain 2 space of the double V stitch. तो ये जो double V stitch का chain 2 space है अब हम इसमें work करेंगे. So we have to make 7 double crochet stitches in this chain 2 space. इस space में 7 double crochet stitches बनाएंगे. 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. Now we have this little space between the two double V stitches. So here we have a double V stitch in which the chain 2 we have worked the 7 double crochet stitches, and here this is the next double V stitch. So in between these two double V stitches we have this tiny little space, so we'll work a single crochet stitch in this space. तो इस space में हम एक single crochet stitch बनाएंगे, and then in the chain 2 space we'll work 7 double crochet stitches. तो इस chain 2 space में double V stitch के chain 2 space में हम 7 double crochet stitches बनाएंगे. 2 3 4 5 6 7, and then again we have this tiny little space between the two double V stitches. We'll make a single crochet stitch here. Then again in the double V stitch, the chain 2 space, we'll work 7 double crochet stitches. 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. Then again in the space between the two double V stitches we'll work a single crochet stitch. Then we have our next double V stitch. So in the chain 2 space we'll work 7 double crochet stitches. 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. Then in the space we'll work a single crochet stitch. So in between the V stitches we are doing single crochet stitch, and in the chain 2 space of the double V stitch we are working 7 double crochet stitches. And if your work tends to curl, don't panic, because we are placing more stitches in less space, so it might curl, but we can just straighten it once we are adding it to our cone. Now in the next chain 2 space we'll work 7 double crochet stitches. 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. So in this space we'll work a single crochet stitch. Then in the chain 2 space of the double V stitch we'll work 7 double crochet stitches. 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. Then again, the space in between the two V stitches we'll work a single crochet stitch. In the chain 2 space of the double V stitch we'll work 7 double crochet stitches. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Then again, in the space in between the two V stitches we'll work a single crochet stitch. And this is the pattern that we have to keep repeating until we reach the end. तो इस रो के लिए यही पैटर्न आपने रिपीट करना है जब तक आप अपने रो के एंड तक नहीं पहुंचते. So you have to keep doing 7 double crochet stitches in the chain 2 space and 1 single crochet stitch in between the two double V stitches. So once you complete and reach the end of your row, then you have to just chain 1 and fasten off. So once you finish making the 7 double crochet stitches on your last V stitch, the chain 2 space of the V stitch, you have to just go on to the chain 3, the top chain, and make a single crochet stitch. तो जो लास्ट आप डबल क्रोशे स्टिचेस कर लोगे 7 डबल क्रोशे स्टिचेस, उसके बाद आपने जो चेन 3 होगा प्रीवियस रो का, उसके टॉप वाले चेन पे जाके सिंगल क्रोशे स्टिच करना है. सो वंस यू डू द सिंगल क्रोशे स्टिच, जस्ट चेन 1 एंड फास्टन ऑफ. So once this is done, we need to take our cone and attach this piece to our cone. Before that, I need to add the pearls. So we'll start adding the pearls now. So I'll be adding the pearls in this place. One here, one here, one here, one here. So this joint, I'll be adding the pearl. Basically where I have done the single crochet stitch. तो जहाँ मैंने single crochet stitch किया है वहाँ उस जगह पे हर single crochet stitch वाली जगह पे मैं एक मोती ऐड करूँगी. So I've taken needle and thread. I'll just put the needle here and add a pearl. Now at the back side of your work, you can just go to the next space. So in between the stitches, I'm just going in between the stitches so that the thread is not visible, and I'll come out where I want my next pearl to be. तो जहाँ मुझे next pearl चाहिए, मैं वहाँ पे अपनी needle को पीछे से लेके आके सामने लेके आई हूँ, एंड यहाँ पे मैं दूसरा पर्ल ऐड कर दूँगी. So you can just add it the way you like it, but I feel this is an easier method. Again, from the back side of the work, bring my needle to the front. And then I'll add my next pearl. So this way I'll add all the pearls. तो मैं इसी तरीके से सारी pearls को add कर दूंगी. And once I'm done adding all the pearls, then we'll attach our piece to the cone. तो एक बारी मैं सारे pearls add करने के बाद फिर glue gun से इस piece को cone पे attach कर दूंगी. So let me add all the pearls and then meet you back here. So this is how it's looking after adding the pearls. So I'll complete this and then meet you back here. I've finished adding the pearls. मैंने pearls लगा दिए and I've heated the glue gun. If you don't have a glue gun, you can even use Fevikwik. Even that will help stick both the things together. So now we'll start from the bottom and then we'll go eventually to the top. So we'll start from the bottom first. तो पहले हम नीचे के हिस्से में लगाएंगे और फिर धीरे धीरे ऊपर जाएंगे. So we'll start from one corner. So I'll just apply a little bit of glue to the piece here. And carefully start sticking. So we'll just rotate the cone and carefully apply the glue. And attach this. इसी तरीके से ग्लू लगाते जाना है और इसे अटैच करते जाना है. And once you reach the point from where we started, from there we'll start going a little to the top. तो एक बार एक राउंड हमारा कंप्लीट हो जाता है तो हम इसको थोड़ा सा ऊपर चिपकाने लगेंगे. So we'll apply glue here and start attaching this here. And then again we'll go all around and attach it. So now I'll just apply a little bit of glue on top and close it. Be careful because it's going to be very hot. And that's it. And then we can add another pearl at the top. So this is how it's looking. You can even add the pearls using glue gun. Even that will be really easy and it'll make your work fast. So this is how it's looking. We can even use these type of crystal stickers just to add little more beauty. You can just add it randomly. इस तरीके से randomly crystal stickers अगर आपके पास हैं तो आप वो भी लगा सकते हैं, उससे भी ये बहुत सुंदर लगेगा. I hope you liked the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Keep crocheting. Be happy. Stay safe. Bye-bye.